Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today we're going to be going over the energies that are coming through the month of February in the year 2026. I'm going to be taking a look at the energies that the universe wants us to be aware of, to be open for, and cautious of during the month of February. I know I'm kind of uploading this a little bit late. We're at the time I'm doing this, we're at the beginning of February, kind of going into the middle of the month. There has definitely been quite dynamic energies, and we are just getting started. So everyone buckle up because it's definitely going to get more intense. But we are going to see how the universe can help us, how the universe can help us navigate through these intense times. So we're going to start off with a couple of oracles to get the overall energies, and then we'll go into more detail with some tarot. Sit back, relax, please take what resonates, and definitely feel free to share the messages to someone that you think may need them. And I hope you enjoyed this reading and you get the insight, clarity, answers, and solutions that you need. All right. We have enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, innovation. And then we have she who loved once, blue, fragile, secret love, rejection. Interesting energy. It feels very soft, but it also feels very liberating. I feel for a lot of you in the collective, you are being enlightened with a truth. I mean, who isn't these days? Let's be honest. But yes, it feels like for a lot of you in the collective, it doesn't have to be on the global scale, but it could be on a personal scale that you are realizing a truth or something is definitely coming into light where you're going to be looking at something or someone in a different light now. This could be positive, this could be negative. But once this truth has the spotlight, your perception of reality, your perception in life is definitely going to change. I'm being told not everything is what it seems to be. And kind of, especially with this word fragile, like I kind of feel like, how can I put this, spirit? Give me a second. The illusion that the world is going through right now is fragile. Right now, it kind of feels that for the dark collective, they're trying to switch the energy where the illusion is still up and about, but this illusion is fragile. And this is not just only like on a global scale. This is also on a personal scale. For a lot of you, you started seeing the cracks of this person or of this situation a long time ago. And it looks like finally this month, for February, things are going to start falling apart and you're going to see for what it is. Now, for some of you on the side note, it's just a small energy though. It does feel like for some of you, you have had a suspicion about having a secret crush, or you having a secret crush, or someone crushing on you. And it looks like this month, someone is definitely going to be sort of confessing their love. I'm going to say that for some, it's going to be 50-50. Some is going to be, you might be rejected, or this person might reject you, or this person is going to, I'm not going to say like easily, be like, oh, okay, well, let's hook up. I feel kind of more this energy of like, oh, I was unaware that you had feelings for me. Maybe we can explore these energies together. I'm kind of getting more like we're friends, but we can potentially become more than friends. So you guys will kind of start off a little bit slow, but I do see that this is a genuine connection that can become stronger in the near future. That's just for the side, for those of you that resonate with that. But aside from that, definitely a lot of you are going to be exposed to I'm being told like there's going to be a new truth out there that you're going to be exposed to. And it's definitely going to change your view and perception of the world. Let's get some more details on this. All right, let's get three more, Spirit. Okay, I will take these together. Oops. Interesting. Get one more. No, did not want it to do that. Okay. All right, we got an interesting spread here. So I'm kind of, again, I'm getting like two different stories with these cards. So again, take what resonates. Now, first card I have is okay. Stability, harmony, acceptance. I feel for some of you, or a good chunk of you, for the month of February, you are just trying to stabilize yourself, especially with all of the transits and movements of planets going on. Saturn is leaving Pisces and going into Aries. We have the upcoming eclipses. We also have the Chinese New Year. We also have Mercury retrograde. We got Venus moving into Pisces. It's a whole lot of planetary movement, and it's probably driving you off the wall. So you're just like, okay. And especially with a lot of the exposing of the chaos that has happened recently, you are just trying like, let me just ground myself, ground my energies, and let me get my bearings straight. Because I'm with this okay card, I'm more focused on the word stability. You're trying to keep your mental stable, considering with everything that's happening. And do what you need to do to take care of yourself for the month of February, because we're and it's like, brain, get it together. Where I'm at, the northern hemisphere, we're in winter, so this winter has definitely been quite harsh, and we're dealing with harsh energies. It is definitely going to be overwhelming for the mind and for the senses. So do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Now, next I have is conflict, difference, disruption, quarrel, along with sweet dreams, satisfaction, comfortable, lazy day. So this is going to be for some of you in the collective. You are going to try to avoid a conflict. You already kind of see the signs that someone kind of wants to argue or start a fight, either with you or someone that you know. And you are just like, I don't want to deal with this. We got A, B, C, and D going on. I don't need EFG to happen in my life. So you're trying to contain the chaos, or at least have some type of control over certain chaoses that you don't want in your life. You can only invite so much chaotic energy, because you cannot just be completely detached. These things are happening for us to wake up, to realign, to see what's happening. And maybe that's also why you guys are avoiding certain conflicts, because you feel your energy is aligning, you feel yourself reawakening, or you feel yourself going through ascensions of some sort. Take what resonates, because I know for some of you right now, you are just probably starting this awakening system, and you're starting to see the world for what it is. And for some of you that already have been deep into it, you're just like, well, I'm just gonna move to the next level. It's kind of like some of you are starting the video game, some of you are deep into the video game. And for those of you that are deep in the video game, you already know which battles to choose and which battles to avoid. I also kind of got this from these two cards here, especially with the enlightenment. You already know from the past that you do not engage with certain energies and behavior because you are just going to waste your time. But you know when to step in and you know when to speak out when it needs to be done. Because you had probably stepped in too many times or in certain situations that didn't need your input, and for that it got your heart broken. We have she who loved once, but you already have learned that lesson. And maybe for some of you this needed to happen back in the past because you were able to see this person's true energy or their real face, and you were just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I saw you, I saw who you are, and I do not want to be a part of it. Give me a second. For some of you, it just seems like in February, either you are seeing someone's true face, you're seeing their true self, or what's the other situation, Spirit? You're seeing someone or something for who they are. For some of you, it's going to be a positive experience. For some of you, it's going to be a negative experience. But those of you that have already dealt with this negative experience, you already know how to avoid these kind of energies. Like you have seen enough. You've seen enough to know when to fight and when to step back. Because next I have is trap. Victim, allure, trick. Right now, as your energies are sensitive, you don't want to get caught up in certain situations, quarrels, and fights that are not going to serve you for your highest good. For some of you, or a lot of you in the collective, this person or these people are going to try to bait you. Excuse me while I take a sip of water. Okay, Spirit was just telling me don't take the bait because somebody knows that you are in a vulnerable position and they want to take advantage of that. Now, for some of you, this could be in the form of the secret crush coming in to kind of get your hopes up, and then I kind of see them ghosting you or kind of be like, oh, it was just there, or oh, I didn't want it to be that serious, and it's definitely going to crush you. For some of you, this person is going to use this like secret admirer kind of energy to lure you to try to do some type of spell work to you. Now, I'm going to stress out on that because right now we're living through a time where we are being what's the word I'm looking for? We are now being more aware of the dark practices people are doing. So, especially when it comes to energy harvest, and someone sees you, you are definitely in an abundance of vital energy, and they want to take that and abuse it. So be careful. Take however you take this bait. Now, aside from the secret admirer situation, this could also be with this trap an argument that someone is getting in or that you're getting in. And I do see that this person or these people doing something to trigger a reaction out of you. It is important that you fight that energy and that trigger and not engage, because this is going to set you up where, okay, Spirit, how do you want me to say this? It's going to be a setup where you are getting your energy drained and it's being refocused to people who don't deserve it. Last, I have evidence, detection, investigation, proof. Now, I'm not sure too much about this evidence card here. Maybe for some of you, before you say yes to speaking this admirer, you are going to get some type of download or insight where it's going to confirm to you not to meet with this person or for you to meet with this person. I think this would be a good time, especially during the eclipse seasons, that you ask your divine team to reveal to you like who is for you and who is against you. Spirit will send you the signs and the synchronicities. Like you have to say, is so and so for me? Give me this sign. If so and so is against me, then give me this sign. But you also have to be very specific. Like if my secret admirer is for me, then I desire to see a blue car when I step outside. If this person isn't for me, then I expect to see 666 before I go to bed. You have to be very, very, very specific for this time if you want confirmation. So that way you can avoid the rejection. That way you can avoid wasting your time. For some of you with this evidence, you are going to ask Spirit, like, should I engage? Give me a sign. And Spirit will give you a sign. But again, you must be specific. But let's go into more detail with some tarot. For some of you, you are already going to see like how this person is baiting you and you're going to ignore it, but they're going to do something different that is just going to get under your skin. Like this is definitely going to be a hard time for the veterans and for those who have been in the spiritual journey for a while, because something is going to come and test you, and it is just going to dig into your skin, dig into your muscle, and just like it's going to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just going to irk your soul to the point where you're going to want to like put them in their place. Be careful. Okay, do I take these two? All right. Interesting. Too many Spirit. Right, let me get one more. If you hear any like noise in the background, that's my heater. Okay, very nice. Now, I'm also being told right now for a lot of us in the collective, if anything, all of us in the collective, we are going through a test, and it's to know, Spirit and the divine teams want to know if we have really practiced certain restraints and have broke out of certain patterns, because you know we're coming into a time where if you have not learned your lessons, then you're really going to have a hard time breaking out of certain cycles. So it is important that you do not repeat certain cycles, actions, and behavior during this month. Now, first card I have for okay is the Three of Cups. I see for a lot of you, you are trying to plan something nice with your friends, with your families. Maybe for some of you, you're trying to do like a Galentine's thing. and take your mind off the horrors that are happening in the world and focus on being in the here and now and celebrating with the ones that love you and support you. Which, yes, go ahead, do so. If some of you are questioning, like, should I even go outside and have fun? Do I pretend everything is okay when it's not? You have the right to go out and have fun, but as long as you are aware of what you need to be aware and not dismiss it, or what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, just not to dismiss what is happening. You are entitled to have fun, because you have to remember, and I had spoken on this for two of my past readings, talking about the files. One of the reasons why all of this is happening is for the Dark Collective, the elites, to start a strong energy harvest towards the collective. The last time that they did something like this was during the pandemic, but it was not as, I guess, fruitful as they wanted it to be. So now with these files out, they need everyone in a depressed, just down, hopeless energy, so that they can continue to feed off and control the masses. So you need to have a balance of, again, being aware of what is happening and not ignoring the realities that have been exposed, but also continue to party, and especially party with those who are with you, who love you for who you are, who enjoy your company. I will pull an extra card for this Three of Cups, though. Again, you're trying to work on stabilizing your energies and your mind. And having a good time will help you with that. There will be a time to party and a time to fight. All right, we have the Empress with the Three of Cups. I love this here because this is the energy that Spirit needs a lot of us to be in. When you are embodying the Empress energy, you can manifest any type of outcome. Like with the, like, let's just say right now, this Empress, like somewhere in history or like in a story, she is aware that like her kingdom may be under attack, or war is, going to happen. Come on. Sharpen up. Anyway, she's aware that there is some type of anger and chaos that is arising. She is aware of that, but she's not going to allow it to shake her strength, shake up her stability, shake up her confidence. She's going to be chill. She's going to be, I'm not going to say relaxed, but she's going to be reserved. She's going to be aware of the situation, but she's not going to allow the situation to control her. She's not going to allow the situation to make her depressed, because she is the Empress. She has a role to maintain the kingdom, and that is the energy that you need to be. When you are maintaining your kingdom, when you are maintaining your power, the enemy cannot harvest off of you. She's gonna have a good time, but she's also going to do her part in the kingdom. Maybe for some of you, you are like, what can I do? Like, what can I do my part? Like, what needs to be done? It's going to be different for everyone. But the main factor is Spirit needs you to be grounding and protecting your energy. And yes, go out and have fun. Be aware of, again, the illusions that are dissipating, but also, let your friends know that you're okay. Make sure that you guys are having a good time. Make the memories. That way, when all of this is done and we have overcome these situations and these, obstacles, we'll be able to look back. Like during many revolutions that we had all over the world, People found time to party. People found time to get together and drink and be merry and then still go and fight off the governments or whatever armies that come. People make the time to party despite the horrors. Now, next with conflict and sweet dreams, I have the Hermit. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know what's going on with my camera today. Give me a second. All right, there we go. So we have the Hermit, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Now, for some of you, going back to avoiding the conflict, when you do so, this is going to help Spirit send you the synchronicities, the confirmations, the answers, and the solutions that you need. Again, be careful who you argue or who you get into a fight with, because this is being sent to you to distract you from the answers and the clarity that you are about to receive in the month. Excuse me, I want to take a sip of water. For some of you, like, you're asking, like, what can I do? Like, how can I help humanity if I can't even help myself? Spirit is saying, I will give you the guidance. I will give you the way. Spirit will give you the way. But you must be protective of your energy and be careful who you engage with. Next, with trap, I have the Six of Swords. So here, a lot of you are definitely avoiding the trap. You're avoiding the bait. You're moving away from this energy. You want nothing to do with this. You want nothing to do with this person. You want nothing to do with the situation. Once the mask fall off, once the illusions start to disappear, and you see everything and everyone for who they are, you want nothing to do with it. This is also, I kind of feel Spirit moving you away from these evil situations. Maybe for some of you, you might, kind of going back to the secret admirer energy, you might be making the plans and be on your way to go meet this person, but then something comes up and you guys may have to reschedule. Maybe they couldn't make it. Take that as a sign that Spirit did not want you to meet that person. Or maybe for some of you, what I'm also sensing is a job interview. Like, I do see, like, maybe it could be like on the 11th hour, they give you a call and just be like, oh, we're not interested, or oh, let's reschedule. I would say move on, because that is a toxic environment and they're looking to drain new people. And yeah, you're going to probably again be bummed out. Like, damn, I was kind of looking forward to meeting someone, or I was looking forward to getting this job interview. But you're going to realize later on, or likely at the end of the month, that, wow, I actually dodged a bullet. Yeah, with this trap and this Six of Swords, a lot of you are definitely dodging this bullet. And then last, with evidence, I have the Chariot. So this is kind of like, some mixed energy going on here. But Spirit is saying you will have everything that you need to move forward. Going back with the Hermit and the Ace of Swords, whatever clarity, answers, or confirmations that you get with the Six of Swords and the Chariot, you're going to be able to make the right decisions or take the right directions or steps to wherever you need to be, or for some type of resolvement or change of plans or a new direction or a new path for you to go through. I am going to pull an extra card for the Chariot. But yeah, by the end of February, you're definitely moving away from whatever lies or issues that people are trying to impose on you. And it's going to help you move to where you need to be. Very nice. With the Chariot, I have the Star card here. So we're definitely, as a whole collective, we're all definitely moving to bigger and better beginnings or better energies. I know it does not seem that way right now, but Spirit is setting us up to the path to get to where we need, especially the star card here. Oh, and then I have at the bottom of the deck the Wheel of Fortune. It just kept calling to me. So I got to add this here. Extra confirmation for the star and the chariot. We are going to be moving forward um, in a positive environment, in a positive light. For a lot of us, we will receive the answers that we need to move forward to where we need to be. Give me a second. Or we're going to have what we need to start making these changes. Or we're going to know enough so that way Spirit can start making these karmic changes for the world. Because, yeah, going back to the star, I'm pretty sure you have heard this many times. We are entering the age of Aquarius. We're entering a new we're entering into a new collective that is more divinely connected to source, to the earth, and more aware of the actions that we put out, the actions and the behavior that we put out into this world. So, but before we can enter into this, age where we are connected, we have to deal with the energies that have caused the disruption, that have caused the division. But I feel very confident with this chariot and the evidence that we are going to have everything that we need to move forward into this new age, and we'll be able to regulate the energies that have been imposing these divisions, that have been imposing these illusions. And again, it doesn't have to be on a global scale for you guys. This can also be on a personal scale. But definitely a personal and global scale is in this energy. Now, let's wrap up this reading with some final messages from the Clo. Let's see what the Clo has to say about the month of February. All right. Nice. I needed to. So the first clue I have is time. Give time time. Time goes very well with the Wheel of Fortune. The karma is coming. We probably don't know how or when, but it is coming. Allow the universe to set up the energies that need to be set up. I know right now it seems like the dark collective, the elites, are having it their way because they've had it their way for such a long time. But remember, not everything on this planet is permanent. Things change. Unfortunately, some of these things do take time. And the time card here is a reminder that, time, time, I know time is like a social construct, but also at the same time, it is real in this world because there are cycles that do come to an end and there are cycles that do come, as a beginning. So allow time to happen where Spirit is allowing us to ground ourselves and align ourselves to the answers, to the insights, to the awakenings, whatever that we need to get to the other side of this awakening. And then last I have is the flower. I love this energy here because it just feels like, I know things seem bleak right now, but humanity is evolving. Humanity is blooming. We're blooming either in a positive force, or we are, for some of those that dwelled in the dark for too long, they are dissipating, they are wilting away. It is time for the good to prosper, to bloom. Those who are here to enlighten and bring forth the positive age of Aquarius, that's what this flower is for. It is going to happen. But in order for this flower to bloom, other things need to be exposed. into the harsh light and wilt away. And wilting, for some flowers, it's going to take time. Some of them are very strong and stubborn and don't want to wilt away. Some of them feel like I'm going to be like this forever. Like, no, because you are not. Like, I feel for some of these situations, either personal or global, the elite or the dark collective kind of feels like they are the flower of Jericho. Like, oh, I'll just go away for a while and then throw some water at me and I'm back in my game. No, the water is running dry. No matter how much you're demanding, you're going to shrivel up. You're going to wilt away. It is time for you to wilt away. So that way, us, the collective, the flower, can bloom and be grounded and stand in our power. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insight and messages. I would truly appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my messages. I hope my readings give you the insight and clarity and the answers that you need. And please share these messages with people that you know, with people that need some insight, need some type of hope in their life. I will appreciate it, because I do these readings to help those that are going through a hard time. Let my words be positive and assuring that we are going to be moving forward as a whole, and whatever has been in the dark or has been lacking or has been destroyed, it will be rebuilt and we will be stronger and better. Now, if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. I would suggest that you listen to my last two readings. It was a Kali reading and a general reading they both talk about the files. So if you kind of need some insight on how to move forward or where to start, definitely check out those readings. But my collective for February, be careful about getting baited in arguments and situations that you are either unaware of or don't want to indulge in, because there is definitely going to be a strong energy that's going to want to take you off your balance, take you off your power. And even for those of you that have been in this game for a long time, don't sleep on them, because they will come in with a new way or a new form to throw you off your game. But we are on our way to where we need to be. Let the enemy think that they have control or whatever. Make them believe in the illusion that they have set. And when the illusion starts to dissipate and they have no control over us, that is on them. But it is our time to shine, and it is our time to be, especially in our power and in our divinity. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.